Okay, you guys, like I said, I'm going to make a long saucy cardigan out of this yarn because I'm doing Christy glasses. She has just like a knit along. You can knit whatever you want. So this is the yarn. So I picked up probably about 8 skeins of this, which I think will be enough. And if it ends up not being enough, I'll probably just go ahead and get some or dye some. I'll just go and buy some more bulky yarn and dye some more. If I can't find what I'm looking for, then I'll just take some black and do a black band at the bottom, which I think would look really good too. So, all right. So what you're going to do is you're going to take your, just a second, guys. I got to move you for a second. Okay. Make sure you guys are seeing me. You're going to take your plastic wrap, because it's on the plastic wrap here, and we're going to move it in a little bit, because I almost didn't make this. It's kind of long. Okay. You're going to take your plastic wrap and you're going to wrap on top of here. You're just going to make it like a little, sandwich it in. You can bring it closer together too. So those can touch right there. There we go. And then you're going to wrap it like this so that you make like a little pocket out of it. And then you're going to bring it in here and then bring it in on the side here. Just so it kind of keeps all of the heat in and the moisture in. And there you go. And then what I do to make it easier is I just wrap it on top of each other like that. So that you have it like that. So you can handle it easier. And then you're going to throw it in your microwave. I throw it in for about 1 minute and 30 seconds at a time. Okay, and about 1 minute and 30 seconds, and then I let it rest for another minute, and then I give it another minute and 30 seconds, I let it rest for another minute, and then, what else? I think I have something good to look at. So I do that 3 times. 1 minute and 30 seconds, let it rest for a minute, 1 minute and 30 seconds, let it rest for a minute, 1 minute and 30 seconds, let it rest for a minute. And what you want is you want it to blow up, and you want it to look real steamy. And once you've seen that, if you've seen it blow up and be real steamy, it's gotten nice and hot, and that's what you're looking for. So if you don't have that, do another minute until you get that. Then you're going to let it cool off. So what was I going to say? So you're going to let it cool off. Don't open it up until it has cooled off, because it's still doing its thing. It's still processing. It's still, the dye is still accepting, the yarn is still accepting, or the wool is still accepting the dye. So let it cool down. Then you want to, not in cold water, but just tep it. Wait till it's nice and just tep it, maybe warm, and use the same strength of water. So if it's just tep it, use tepid water. If you're going to rinse it when it's like maybe warm, rinse it in warm water, okay? Don't ever shock it and rinse it in cold water or throw it in ice. You just don't want an extreme temperature change or extremely handling the fabric, okay? You don't want that either. So right now, that was 1 minute, so I'm going to let it go for another minute, resting, and then I'll hit it another minute and 30 seconds. So then, after that, you want to take your yarn, you want to unwrap it, you want to put it in the sink, and you want to put it in the sink, rinse it with the correct temperature of water, and then take some dishwashing soap, just some simple dishwashing soap, and put it on there and just kind of smash it in. Like suppose this is the one in the sink. Okay, you just want to mash it in like that, turn it over and mash it in like that, and then rinse. And then do that again. And when it runs clear, you're good. If you do it correctly, you won't have any color pretty much running out. You're just rinsing out the vinegar. Because that's the goal. The goal is to have enough vinegar and heat in your wool or in your yarn that it takes to the yarn and is stay fast, so it's not going to bleed out. So I'm not going to show you those parts because that would make this video longer, but I've given you the directions what to do after this. I've showed you how I came up with this yarn, which I think came out gorgeous and kind of wrapped up. This is what it looks like, and further wrapped. There we go. And the reason it's important to look at it like this is because when you knit something up, it's all knitted up. It's not going to look like just big stripes of color. Okay? And I think this turned out gorgeous. So you guys, get yourself some yarn. And you have to use like, this is with wool. So I know that cake dye, actually Kool-Aid cake dye, work with wool. I'm sure it'll work like that with, I don't think it worked with cotton. I think you have to use something else for cotton. I'm not really sure. But I believe all animal fibers like this will work with the cake dye. And like I said, this is 100% wool. Since you can't use acrylic yarn. It doesn't work with this stuff. So, okay, you guys, that is it. I'm so excited. So I will continue on with nuking this in the microwave for another 2 or 3 times. Let everything cool down, and then I'll rinse it out. And of course, this is what I'll get. And I'll hang it outside. All right, you guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. I'll talk to you guys in the next one. Bye.